Another day of sadhana on Lionsgate. Hopefully you are prepared for that. I'd gotten a lot of messages today asking if we were going to go over Lionsgate in today. And I was like, well, we can. I think we all know what's going on. In case you don't, astrologically, it's a good day. That's the gist of it. No, I'm kidding. Um, so when you are looking at Lionsgate, it does happen. We've been going through it actually since July, and we still have a few more days even after today, but today's like the peak of it. Hey, Brandy, what's up? Hi. So sorry. I've been in so many meetings today. I think I'm getting rummy. But anyways, so when we're looking at it, I'm actually pulling up the chart right now because I was like, I looked at it the other day, but I have been in back-to-back stuff and I haven't looked at it. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So anyways, it's called the Lions Gate because of the um energy from Sirius. And it dates back to like the Egyptian times. Brandy, I love your emojis. It dates back to the Egyptian times. And they were definitely, along with many ancient cultures, used astrology, right, for practices, for life, for all these things. That's what told them what was going on with everything, right? And so when we look at it, this is a time where it's the closest to Earth, which it's like bigger than our sun. So you can see it tonight. It's 8/8. If you can go out and have a look, you'll see it in the sky. In addition to that, it brings opportunities. The reason it brings opportunities is because like any form of light is energy, right? And everything is a flow of energy. So if you look at spirituality as a whole, it is science. It's all tied to vibration, numerology, all of these different things. Like how often, like everyone's like sacred geometry, it's been around for centuries and centuries and since we began. But now it's people are catching on to it, right? Same with the Lions Gates. So what I would do is for your Lionsgate, instead of going into like exactly what it is or telling you exactly what to do, I'd like you to think about what it means so that you can create what is going to be best for you. And I say that because everyone's got different intentions, right? We all have different lives, we all have different karma, different goals, all those things. But right now is an amazing opportunity, especially since we've got I mean, obviously we have the Lions Gate, which kind of amplifies that Jupiter energy we would normally get of like luck and abundance and like an opening and opportunity. So if you're wanting to like level up your spirituality and like have another layer of awakening, because you don't just have one awakening, you continue to expand. That's why we have spiritual pathfinders, right? Because you want to continue to always be increasing your spiritual growth, because that's what helps you with your karma, right? So as we're going through that and you're looking at situations like we've been working with Venus, right? And Venus has brought a lot of transformation during this retrograde period. We just got done with the moon being full and all of these things. There's so much energy that we can just pluck out right now when it comes to manifesting and letting go of new and coming into new. And so I have been telling everyone, there's a lot of transition going on. Everyone is moving on to their next journey. That could mean that they're leaving your side with your journey with them. And it could also mean that other people are coming in. There's all kinds of opportunities. So when you're looking at this, look at what you prefer to do for manifestation practices, right? So some of those manifestation practices, I always highly encourage fire. So either having a fire, lighting a candle, having the incense. You can do other types of manifestations as well. But I'm just trying to, give you some ideas. But when you're doing it this time, I encourage you to think very hard about your intentions with it, right? Getting your crystals out, your candles, all of that. If you're doing it for fun or not like real intense intentions, it's not going to be as effective as it would be if you were really intentful in how you did it, right? So if you're using fire, like a candle, and you're indoors, try to find a darker space. Make yourself a little cave, right? That's what's back there. That's what's behind the curtains. That's my sanctuary, and that's where I practice. And there's like my temples in there, my candles are in there, and it creates this very like mother enclosure, private environment of safety, right? So like lighting your candle amplifies the flame, and once that flame is amplified, look into it, right? Before you even start it, which we talk about this in Spiritual Pathfinders, right? Set your intentions before you even light your candle. That's why there's things called candle dressing, where you have an oil and you rub that down your candle. While you're rubbing the oil in, you're setting your intention. That's why people scry or etch into their candles or glue things to their candles, right? It's helping with that intention, preparing that candle for this abundance you're looking for, and being able to have that set up. Now, after you get that set up and you light it, don't just go into your prayers, your ritual, your chant, your japa, whatever you're doing. Look at the flame. Become one with the flame. This whole experience is based on astrology, the stars, the light in the sky, the fire in the sky, right? So when you're looking at that, thank you, Brandy. Yes, burn all the freaking candles. But when you're looking at this, like really genuinely look at the flame. Don't just look at it and observe it. Go into the flame. Look deep into the flame. See its pureness, the white light in the middle. Feel its energy coming into you and back at you, and let it fully surround you, burning off anything that no longer serves you, putting a shield of protection around you, very nurturing and mothering, and being able to harness that power. Flame is one of the most intense like powers that we as humans have, that we can create. And it's very, very powerful. So I always encourage candles and incense. And you always ask with your intentions that the smoke from the incense and the smoke from the candle and the energy from both are burning out into the universe to carry on your intentions to your guides, your angels, your masters, your creator, wherever you're sending it, right? And then when you're done, please be kind and return everything to Earth by digging a hole or putting it outside and giving it back to Gaia. She'll turn it into something beautiful. So, that all being said, I would rather have you do that than go on this long tangent about all of the options you have with Lionsgate. And here's why: just freaking pop it in Google or YouTube. There's tons of information out there on it, and it's kind of chaotic and crazy. And really, like I look at it and I go, okay, where is Leo right now on the astrology chart? Where I am at during this time, right? And the reason it's called Lionsgate is because it's in Leo. So when I'm looking at this, I'm looking at a chart right now for New York, right? And I'm like, okay, we've got Venus and the Sun in Leo in the sixth house. So how can I harness that to really amplify it? And then I would also look up the stars and see where they're at located in your area, and being able to look at the energy that is coming off from Sirius and Cyrus and the moon and all of these things. Like you got to really look at it. And it's funny because it's such an opportunity for this energy, but there's so much noise around it. I really want you to just take the time and look in, listen to your intuition, connect with your guides, and see what's best for you. But definitely on situations like this, always use fire. Always burn all other things. Um, and a good one is writing it down on paper or bay leaves. Like I've been using a lot of bay leaves and cinnamon sticks lately to write things on, and those are really great manifestors to burn. So that's another option too. I have pretty much used up most of our sadhana time. So if you are here for sadhana, I apologize. I will get going now that I went off for like pretty much 10 minutes about Lionsgate. Sorry about that. Let's get sadhana going. My dog is literally asleep in my lap already. She's like, oh, sweet, you're just sitting here. Okay, go ahead and sit back, get comfortable, and think about all those things we just talked about as you go into sadhana. Because is what you do as a spiritual practice, and all the pieces go into it, right? So after this, if you haven't done anything already, think about the energy, and we'll work on the heart again due to the Lion's Gate. So focus on heart again today. And then I want you to really look into your heart and then use this time of the meditation as a prep for your whole mind, body, spirit connection, and having that universal connection, that grounding connection. And then using that going into whatever other practices you're going to do this evening. It amplifies it so much. I do it before any of my practices, even before my readings. I do a meditation, right? It's all kinds of things. Anyways, relax, sit back, get comfortable, let your shoulders release, your legs, your face, your brow. Let all the noise stop and start to melt away. And just take a moment and breathe, making small adjustments so you're comfortable being present in this moment. Let's really focus on our heart today. For the next 20 minutes, on your inhale, I am aware of my heart. And on your exhale, I smile at my heart. Thoughts come into your mind during this time, let them fade away. Just staying focused on your heart. On your next breath, go ahead and take a deep breath in and release. Just be here in the moment. Allow yourself to slowly and gently become present. Bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Be aware of your breath. Take note of how you feel right now. This experience you created, this moment, is because you made it happen. And you can do it at any time. And when you're ready, slowly and gently open your eyes. And here we are again. Thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely evening, and we shall see you tomorrow.